hitting right here, it-ball superstar. NL has rallied in the swing.
He also hit 38 home runs, led the NL in leadoff bombs, carried the Phillies to the playoffs, and somehow, despite all the noise, he got better.
Career home. High in the air and a walk. There it goes!
Fast forward to 2025 and Schwarber's out here doing video game numbers. 44 bombs, 104 RBIs, OPS near 950. He just hit his 300th career homer, passed 1,000 hits, and won All-Star MVP after crushing 3 swing-off nukes. The dude is rewriting baseball rules with a cinder block for a bat, and we're all just pretending it's normal? Nah, the truth is, it's scary. Kyle Schwarber might just be the most dangerous power hitter alive, and nobody's paying him any attention. He doesn't look like Judge, doesn't run like Tatis, doesn't field like Mookie. He walks like a guy you'd hand a Miller Lite to at a cornhole tournament, not the keys to a lineup. But that dude, yeah, the one built like your cousin at a summer barbecue, just became the first Philly to hit 40 home runs in 2025. And he did it faster than anyone in franchise history. Faster than Ryan Howard. Faster than Mike Schmidt. Faster than anyone who's ever worn a Phillies uniform. Then, just to flex, Schwarber celebrated by launching a 466-foot missile for career homer number 300. A literal nuke. It also happened to be his 1,000th career hit. Like he was farming milestones on legend difficulty. Oh, and he holds the record for the most home runs ever by any player at the 1,000 hit mark. 300 dingers, 1,000 hits. And yet, he still kind of looks like he should be coaching third base at your nephew's Little League. Kyle Schwarber isn't supposed to be baseball's power king, but here we are. Let's talk strikeouts. Kyle Schwarber's favorite hobby. In 2023, he struck out 215 times, the most in all of baseball, and batted just .197, making him the first player in MLB history to hit 40-plus homers with a sub-200 average. Basically, he spent the entire year missing everything except for the baseballs he obliterated. Because even with that brutal average, Schwarber hit 47 bombs, drove 104 RBIs, and slugged .474. The year before, 46 homers, led the whole National League. The year after, 40-plus bombs again, multiple 3-homer games, and he broke records for leadoff home runs.
And a line drive, that's a bullet, deep goal! Leadoff home run!
To put it simply, he's a walking paradox. Swings through 3 pitches in a row, then hits a 470-foot missile on a 2-2 count, with a bat made of hope and chewing gum. In the playoffs, he's the poster boy of the 3 true outcomes era. Strikeout, walk, nuke, repeat. The old heads hate it. Nerds worship it. Pitchers fear it. And Schwarber, he just shrugs and jogs around the bases like it's nothing. But here's where it stops being funny and starts getting terrifying. Kyle Schwarber isn't just a regular season nuke emergent. He's a full-blown October monster. Fastest player in MLB history to hit 20 postseason home runs. Did it in just 63 games. That's not just clutch, that's illegal in 27 states. He owns the record for most NLCS homers ever at 11, most postseason home runs by a left-handed hitter at 21, and most importantly, he owns the aura. This man is the only player in baseball history to homer in the Little League World Series, the World Series, and the WBC Final. That's 3 separate universes, all Schwarbered. He's like a weird combination of David Ortiz and Sammy Sosa, with a little sprinkle of Mark McGwire. And still, the baseball media would rather talk about a rookie with a 17-game on-base streak. Maybe Schwarber's not built for headlines, but he's surely built for elimination games.
It doesn't matter! He had 11 leadoff home runs last year.
Kyle Schwarber's Statcast page looks like it was generated by a bored scientist trying to break baseball. His barrel rate? 20.1%. That's the top 2% in the league. Basically, 1 in 5 swings results in a missile launch. His hard hit stands at 60%. His average exit velocity at 95 miles an hour. His XWOBA is at a stupid 422. And his chase rate? Honestly, it's hot garbage. He swings like he's mad at the air. And yet, the results are absolutely insane. His 2025 OPS is .947, top 5 in the MLB, higher than guys getting MVP votes, higher than players who run faster, field better, and eat fewer sunflower seeds mid-game. The dude's a walking contradiction. Old school fans can't stand the strikeouts. Analytics nerds worship the launch angles. And fans, they just want to see the ball leave the stadium at warp speed. And he gives them just that. And let's be real, WAR has no stat for the emotional damage this man causes when he hits a 470-foot oppo taco on pitch number 1. You probably don't know this, but if it's June, do not try to pitch to Kyle Schwarber. You're most likely going to get bombed. In June 2021 with the Nationals, he hit 16 home runs in 18 games. He got so hot, the Nationals practically traded him to protect the public. At the time, he slugged over 900, won NL Player of the Month by the second week. It got so wild that pitchers were intentionally walking him in the first inning. And before you know it, June Schwarber became a thing. It's kind of like watching a Dragon Ball Z transformation arc, except the final form is just Schwarber launching another leadoff nuke into the third deck. No Phillies fan could ever forget his 2022 run in the playoffs. Kyle turned it up 1,000%, so much that he got Hoagie Fest renamed to Schwarber Fest. You know how incredible you have to have hoagie prices dropping down every time you hit a bomb? You don't gotta be a Philly fan to know Schwarber was 101. He hits dingers, you get discounted sandwiches. It's the weirdest power exchange system in professional sports. He destroys baseball, you eat lunch cheaper. Take my word for it, fear June Schwarber. Sometimes when you watch Schwarber play, he kinda looks like the Thor of baseball with the bat as his hammer. I'm pretty sure Philly fans can relate. In 2024, he set a Phillies record with 14 leadoff home runs. In 2025, he's already in double digits before the All-Star break. Imagine this. You just sat down with your beer and nachos. The game hasn't even started. And Schwarber decides to end the pitcher's night in 12 seconds. First pitch, first swing, first row souvenir. No bunts and no steals. No small ball. Schwarber just murders baseballs before you can even unwrap your hot dog. It's the most disrespectful leadoff strategy in baseball history. And yet, it kinda works. He leads the league in first inning OPS, constantly setting the tone before the opposing pitcher has even broken a sweat. Oh yeah, he's also had multiple 3-homer games while batting leadoff. No one in baseball starts the game the way Schwarber does. You're almost guaranteed a highlight reel. The most incredible thing about Schwarber is that he's a gift that just keeps on giving. His influence in Philly is beyond just what he does with the bat. Teammates love him. Fans absolutely adore him. Who wouldn't? The guy keeps giving pitchers nightmares even at 32. Schwarber is way more than just the best source for highlight reels for Phillies fans. He's also the guy keeping a dugout steady when the season's on fire. He's known for his clubhouse leadership and October calm. The dude who'll crack a joke in the middle of a tense game. Then 2 innings later, casually hit a 450-foot nuke like it's batting practice. And off the field, he revived his Neighborhood Heroes Foundation in Philly, supporting first responders and raising thousands. A good dude, a respected vet, a role model. And somehow, he still flies under the radar. Is it the .230 batting average, the quiet demeanor, or the fact that he looks like your cousin who drinks 3 beers before launching softballs into orbit? Whatever it is, the league keeps on sleeping. Meanwhile, Schwarber just keeps hitting tanks. Phillies fans don't care anyway. Did we mention Kyle Schwarber just won the 2025 All-Star Game MVP? He stepped into the swing-off like it was his own backyard. 3 home runs, 3 swings, game over. Boom, boom, boom. Thanks for playing. It was electric. It was clutch. It was the moment of the Midsummer Classic. And yet, somehow, Shohei Ohtani sneezing in the dugout pulled more headlines. Schwarber's out here winning baseball's biggest stages while still getting treated like background noise. At this point, he's a walking contradiction. Hits .240, people complain. Hits 45 bombs, crickets. Wins MVPs on national TV, only shrugs. Maybe he just makes it look too easy. Kyle Schwarber is basically baseball's version of a viral meme. Unstoppable, undeniable, and somehow still underrated. And here's the scary part. Kyle Schwarber isn't slowing down. He's already sitting on 300+ career homers. He's got postseason records within reach. His exit velocity is elite. and he's on a team built to win it all. If he stays healthy, Schwarber could become the all-time postseason home run king. I mean, he's on pace for a 50-homer campaign, which would be incredible if he actually pulled it off. If the good form continues, Schwarber will be remembered as the most absurd leadoff hitter in baseball history long after he hangs up the bat. And yet, baseball Twitter would still rather argue about uniforms. If you're a Philly fan, let them bask in their ignorance. Because while everyone's distracted, Kyle Schwarber is busy turning baseballs into souvenirs. The scarier truth? We still might be underestimating him, even at 32.